Today I want to talk about some very exciting and new results just posted 1 week and a half ago in July 2022 on the preprint server. How effective is natural infection and natural immunity against reinfection, including reinfection against Omicron variants? Let's hear Dr. Greg Pollan from the Mayo Clinic talking about the new BA.5 variant.
Right now, we don't have any evidence that it leads to a higher death rate, so that's good. Nonetheless, among the unvaccinated with this variant, they're about 5-fold more likely to get infected than people who have been vaccinated and boosted.
So is it true that if you have not been vaccinated, you're so much more likely to be reinfected? What about natural immunity? What is the role of natural immunity? If you have been previously infected, what happens? If you have been infected with pre-Omicron variants or with some of the Omicron subvariants, what is the likelihood of being reinfected, and also what is the protection level against severe COVID-19? So we're going to get into it, but first of all, I wanted to thank everyone who is coming to watch these videos and who is commenting, liking the videos, and subscribing to the channel. So keep on commenting, keep on liking the videos. Tell your friends, tell as many friends as you can. Everyone should have an interest in learning from the latest research and latest science regarding COVID and natural infection. So I really would like to see more likes on these videos, more views and more likes and more comments, okay? So can we get to 100 likes? Can we get to 100 likes on these two videos, which are super important because the results really deserve it. Fantastic results I'm going to show you. So can we get to 200 views on each of these videos? Let's try to get that in the next few days. That would be fantastic, okay? So thanks a lot again for your support, and let's get started. So this paper is being peer-reviewed at the moment. It's not published yet, but it is being peer-reviewed and will be published very soon, I'm sure, because the results are truly amazing. I'm so excited about this paper. So let me tell you this. This paper discusses the question of what is the level of protection from natural immunity? How well protected are you against reinfection, against all the variants before Omicron and also the Omicron subvariants? And they look at the effectiveness from many different variants and subvariants from the first wave of COVID all the way to the Omicron subvariants. So that's why this study is so important. And the results are very good. And because this is a large study, in fact, these are 3 studies in one, okay? 3 large studies in one. So I decided to make 2 videos because it's so dense, there's so much important information that it would be a very long video if I had made only 1 video. So make sure you check out the 2 videos because really, again, the results are extremely good, impressive results, and they answer some very important questions that everyone is asking themselves regarding the effectiveness of natural immunity against Omicron reinfection. And these results have not been shown anywhere. I haven't seen these results anywhere else on YouTube or in the media. So make sure you check it out because this is one of the best studies I've read the whole year, frankly. This is one of the first studies that examines the effectiveness of natural infection and natural immunity against many different types of variants, including Omicron. Now, as you can see here, this is a preprint. A preprint, which means that the paper is not officially published yet. It is being reviewed at the moment, peer-reviewed, and I believe it will be published very soon in a good, even very good journal because the results are very impressive. And they really do indicate the importance of natural immunity even against Omicron, okay, which is something new because we have heard so much in the news recently that if you have been infected or if you have been vaccinated, you're not protected against Omicron, okay? And here, they show some very meaningful results which actually seem to go against this idea. And this is a collaboration between several groups in Cornell in the US, in Belfast in the UK, and in Qatar University in Qatar. This is a pretty long paper, okay? Long paper, a lot of very interesting results and very important results. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys with tons and tons of information. So I will make 2 videos probably posted within 24 hours of each other. So make sure you check out the two parts of the videos because I'm very excited about these results, and I can tell you right away there is a lot of hope if you've been naturally infected. There's some very, very good news in this paper. So here they investigated the duration of protection afforded by natural infection, and they looked at a population in Qatar, a large population, as I'm going to show you in just a second, between 28th of February 2020 and 5th of June 2022. So that's pretty much the whole length of the pandemic until today, okay? Almost 2.5 years. They ask three important questions. The first one is, when infected with a pre-Omicron variant, how long does protection persist against reinfection with pre-Omicron variants? The second question is, how long does protection persist against reinfection with an Omicron subvariant? So this is an important question, right? Because a lot of people are wondering, am I protected against Omicron? We often hear in the news that there is no or little protection against Omicron subvariants. Well, here they actually did the study and they have some very, very interesting results. This is a large study. As you can see here, they had 3 different cohorts. The first one, roughly 580,000 participants. These numbers are rounded up to less than 1%, okay? In the second cohort, they had 240,000 participants roughly to answer the question regarding Omicron subvariants. And they also ask a third question, which is also very important. When infected with any variant, okay, so whether it's the first SARS-CoV-2 virus or the Delta or the Omicron, any type of Omicron subvariant, they looked at all of these different variants and they asked the question, how long does protection persist against severe, critical or fatal COVID-19? Important question, right? And here they had a very large cohort of 814,000 participants. So first, let's have a look at some background on the way the study was performed. In each study, they compared a national cohort of primary infection prior to vaccination to a national cohort of individuals who are infection naive and unvaccinated. And then they matched the individuals of each cohort with each other by age, by sex, by nationality, and by comorbidity counts. And in order to control the differences in risk of infection. Finally, what they call reinfection is a documented infection at least 90 days after an earlier infection. In the first study, pre-Omicron reinfection, okay, so here they looked at the effectiveness of pre-Omicron primary infection against reinfection with a pre-Omicron variant. And this included individuals who had been primarily infected between February 28, 2020, so the beginning of the pandemic, to November 30th, 2021, okay, just before Omicron. And this is the effectiveness in percent, from 0 to 100% here. The effectiveness against reinfection is quite high from the beginning. After 4 months, you have 80.6% of effectiveness, and this increases to 90.5% after 7 months. Interesting, there is an increase in the protection against reinfection. And slowly this starts to wane after 7 to 8 months. This goes from 90% to about 75% after a year. 1 year after primary infection. This stays roughly around the same level. As you can see, 75, 78, 75, 75 after 15 months. This is a first very, very interesting result. That's the result of natural infection, natural immunity protecting you against reinfection against a pre-Omicron variant. Okay, as you can see, it's very high, very effective, and it lasts for very long, for at least a year and more. And make sure you check out the next video where I'm going to show you the results of pre-Omicron primary infection against Omicron reinfection, and also the effectiveness against severe COVID-19, including death. Okay, so make sure you check that out. Very, very interesting results again, very good results, and very surprising results, in fact. Okay, so thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.